WVII Bangor.
From the Great Northeast to the Rock-On Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, sustainable housing is on the rise. See why architects are abandoning steel and concrete and why wood reigns supreme.
Plus, hear from a young woman in Herman who's excited about returning for another year as the school's interpreter.
And although the state's economy is growing, the Maine Department of Labor is still seeing an influx of available jobs. This and more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us. It is the 6th of September. Emma, you're back. Thank the Lord. We needed you here. I needed some help today. I was running a little slow. We needed a lot more caffeine to get ourselves going after the long holiday weekend.
Hey, well, thank you for covering for me. I needed a day, so I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And it was a great day. It was really nice. It was raining all day. It was nice and relaxing.
I love a rainy day. I love a rainy Monday.
Well, the good thing is if you love the rainy Monday, it happened. The better thing is we're getting sunshine again today and temperatures back in the 70s. Let's turn over to Devin Biggs with a first check of our forecast.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo and stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. All right, that aerial flood watch has actually been trimmed back further off towards the south and west, so the flooding dangers, at least in the state, have since backed off. However, we are still watching out for a few showers that are continuing to develop this morning. We'll keep those rolling for a little while, yes, we continue to hold on to the clouds. The good news is, as we head towards the afternoon period, the rain showers will begin to back off, and we'll see the clouds break up during the afternoon, too. Let's zoom things out right now and give you the bigger picture of what we're looking at here. So there's a lot more rain near the Boston and New York area, plenty of flooding in some of these spots. All that rain continues to move over the same area into the east, but we're catching a break now, and we'll continue to see things improving for us as we head towards the afternoon period. In this area, blow pressure continues to move away. So futurecast for today, the clouds will begin to break up during the afternoon. Will become mostly clear tonight with some areas of dense fog that could develop in a few areas. The winds will be out of the north in general for a while, but switching to the south and west from time to time. So a variable wind expected today at about 5 to 10 miles per hour in a few areas. So a forecast for today, we're going to go with morning showers, then less clouds during the afternoon, highs in the low 70s. That northeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period will show decreasing clouds, temperatures struggling to hit the 70-degree mark. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
Lincoln police continue to investigate an incident that occurred Sunday night. Sometime after 4 o'clock Sunday, Lincoln residents say they were rerouted away from Route 6. Community members noted that Maine State Police and the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office were on the scene. Details regarding the incident still remain a mystery. The Lincoln Police Department was not available to comment on the matter.
And a New Hampshire Police Department says 4 people died after a sports utility vehicle crossed the center line and collided with a van. Rollinsford police say the crash happened on Portland Avenue and was reported around 8:30 p.m. Sunday. The only occupant of the eastbound vehicle was declared dead at the scene of the crash and was one of the passengers in the other car. And the driver of the second vehicle and a second passenger were later pronounced dead at an area hospital. Police have not released the names of the drivers that were involved. The other 3 victims were from South Berwick, Maine.
A 2-car crash shut down an I-95 ramp yesterday morning. Authorities were called to the on-ramp near exit 180 in Herman for an accident around 9:30 involving a Jeep Cherokee and a Nissan Altima. The accident shut down the on-ramp for about an hour while crews cleaned up. According to officials, the passenger in the Altima was transported to the hospital to be evaluated with possible minor injuries. The Maine State Police and the Herman Police Department assisted on scene.
As students across Maine are heading back to school, a timely reminder to practice safe driving around schools and buses and look out for kids. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, more than 3,000 people died in distraction-related incidents, accounting for more than 8% of all roadway fatalities and 400,000 injuries. AAA of Northern New England launched its School Open Drive Carefully campaign in 1946 to help reduce child pedestrian fatalities and injuries. The campaign encourages drivers to slow down and stay alert in school zones and in other areas where children might be present. Director of Public Affairs for AAA Northern New England, Pat Moody, says one key to preventing child-related incidents is by communicating.
We need to look out for them. We as parents, we need to communicate with our kids, talk to them about safe transportation, whether it's biking, whether it's walking, riding the school bus, or if it's a teen driver, talk to them about the importance of being a safe, responsible teen driver as they head back to school.
AAA reminds drivers to also put down distractions, including cell phones, and be sure to make a complete stop where required as other ways to avoid accidents.
As we know, it's back to school time for students throughout our state, and no one is more excited to return to the classroom than interpreter Emily Smith. Smith works in the Patricia A. Duran Elementary School in Herman, where she helps deaf and hearing impaired students find success in the classroom. Our Jody Hersey has more.
We have a lot of fun. I always liken my role to the fun aunt because I'm not the head teacher, but I'm here and I've got that bond with the kids.
Emily Smith spends a lot of her working hours talking with her hands. It's a role she was born into.
Because I have a deaf father, so I grew up using sign language at home just to communicate, and then it turned into a profession.
Smith has spent the past 6 years working at the Patricia A. Duran School in Herman as an interpreter.
American Sign Language is its own language. It isn't just English with gestures. It has its own syntax, its own grammatical structure.
Most school days, Smith can be found right alongside fourth grader Wyatt Saucier.
She helps me to write and reading and math.
Saucier was born deaf in 2012, and the next year he received bilateral cochlear implants. However, he still relies on Smith to communicate his teacher's lessons.
We hear with our ears to gather information, but we also use our eyes to gather information, and it just opens up a nice way to educate all the kids.
Smith's presence and abilities, both in and outside of the classroom, are providing Saucier's mom with the peace of mind that he's keeping up with his peers.
She's always very caring, helpful with everybody, not just Wyatt, and she's always understanding, looking to learn more, to work with him better.
Smith says helping all students, deaf or not, find success and acceptance is her biggest priority. It's a skill proving to be an invaluable resource to the entire Herman School Department.
I do see the benefits every time I see her working with a student, that it's very clear without her we would certainly be at a deficit in our school.
In Herman, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, a host of guest speakers took part in the Labor Day celebrations in Brewer. Hear from the president of Maine's Federation of Labor.
But first, let's take another look at your forecast. There are some showers around here this morning. Those will dwindle off. We'll see a high of 70 degrees, a little bit of sunshine, a mixture of clouds. That's New England weather for you. Mostly clear tonight. We'll see temperatures down below 50 degrees. And tomorrow we're back up close to 80 with mostly sunny skies.
Come to the Maine Wiener Fest, September 11th at the Steamboat Landing Park on the Belfast waterfront. There's something for everyone, including a canine costume contest, a grand parade, a Duxie Derby, and more. Join these local businesses for the celebration. Goose River Farm on Belmont Avenue in Belfast. GRF Real Estate Company on Belmont Avenue in Belfast. And Riptide Smoke Shop, voted Waldo County's Business of the Year 2017 and 2019 through 2022.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Half-off deals. Save money at foxbangor.com right now. Get the best deals from restaurants, family fun activities, events, and your favorite stores all in one place. Go to foxbangor.com and click on half off deals and see all the money you could be saving. Half off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back. Maine's labor workforce is returning to pre-pandemic numbers according to the state's Department of Labor. Commissioner Laura Fortman says the majority of Maine's labor workforce is employed in the fields of healthcare and social assistance. Fortman says although the state's economy is growing, the Maine Department of Labor is still seeing approximately 2 jobs available for every unemployed individual in Maine.
Workers are asking for respect on the job, flexibility, good work-life balance, and employers are responding.
Fortman says Maine employers continue to report housing, transportation, and child care needs as challenges facing many of their employees.
The Eastern Maine Labor Council Food and Medicine Labor Day celebration went on rain or shine. A host of guest speakers ranged from Chipotle union leaders to Governor Janet Mills. Each speaker shared their journey to create a union. Legislators and community leaders spoke in support of everyday earners joining forces to advance common goals. One advocate discussed how the workforce has changed since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic.
The pandemic has been a huge deal for workers because workers who were deemed essential and who didn't have the privilege of working from home had to expose themselves to potential virus every single day in order to do their jobs.
Finney says she sees more members of the workforce unionizing in the future to amplify their concerns.
Research shows most people will change jobs multiple times over the course of their lives. We set out to ask some people in Bangor about the best job they've ever had, but they were much more vocal about the worst one.
I think the worst job I had was working at a golf course in the summer, and it was about 90 degrees every day and humid, and it was just hot and a lot of work.
I haven't had any bad jobs, thank you.
Working in healthcare and having to deal with pica and not knowing what that was until doing so.
Worked on a potato farm, sorting the rotten potatoes out of the clean potatoes.
There you go.
Long time ago.
I was a housekeeper, like a Molly maid.
Oh, yeah.
That was a terrible job.
Probably working at like a health club when I was a teenager. I had to towel off the backs of the people as they came out of the shower room. Kind of not very dignified, but hey, 16, it was a job.
Oh, telemarketer, yeah. That was the worst. I didn't even last 24 hours.
I had to go to docks around a lake and scoop up the seaweed and put it on the dock to essentially clean out the area around the docks.
Worst job? I don't even know. I've had the same job for 15 years and I love it.
That was
Good
great.
for her. Good for her.
Do you have a worst job in mind?
I worked, well, I've been lucky enough to have plenty of pros and cons with each one. I worked at a dog kennel once, so there was a lot of messes.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's
and I'll keep it at that. Well, the time is now 6:13. After the break, we'll check in with business owners in the Bar Harbor region as the unofficial final week of summer comes to a close.
Plus, a unique method of police surveillance is helping officers monitor individuals without the need of search warrants. But is it leaving your personal information out in the open? We'll find out next.
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. And this Labor Day weekend, we're having a summer send-off celebration at all Bob's locations near you and all 164 stores coast to coast, with 16 new stores this year alone.
Get Bob's Discount!
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
How
How long were the two of you living together?
3.5 years.
That is untrue.
Distancing herself from the father of her child.
You said, I never lived with him, but all my things and my son's things were at his house just because. 2 years later, you want all this stuff back.
And this mom keeps pushing.
He doesn't have any proof that I was living with him.
That's what the court found, that you and the defendant lived together. I mean, if you want to make a fool of yourself, you can do that.
Next, Judge Judy.
Tuesday at 5, only on ABC 7.
Mirror, mirror on my 5-piece Tremont bedroom set. Only $9.99. Dresser and mirror, chest, queen bed, even a nightstand. At Bob's Discount Furniture, you get the quality and value you deserve. Even if you like talking to yourself in the mirror.
Get Bob's Discount.
Rainy weather didn't stop tourists from exploring Bar Harbor yesterday. Matthew Dronsick has more on the story.
With Labor Day coming and going, it means the official end of summer. Director of Operations for Bar Harbor Resorts, Evan Salvatore, says it's nice seeing a change in pace.
It was nice to see business return to normal, so we had a nice strong Labor Day. Friday was about 85 to 90%, and everyone filled up on Saturday.
Many of the tourists that came to the area had the chance to explore the various attractions it has to offer, including food, Acadia National Park, entertainment, and history. The influx of people shows tour guide Mark Rich the effect COVID-19 is having on the town's tourism industry as a whole.
After the onset of COVID, people were getting stir-crazy, cabin fever, and they were coming up here in droves, and the volume seems to continue this year as well.
However, other business owners say they continue to see the lasting effects of the current labor shortage.
Staffing shortages have affected us in every single way possible. Staffing shortages are real for us.
Pennsylvania resident and first-time Bar Harbor visitor Viviana Slevtovich says it's important to be patient.
There's labor shortages everywhere. Philadelphia, where I'm from, is a huge restaurant town, and that's like a big deal right now. They just don't have enough servers, but you know, you got to roll with it.
Mother Nature cooperated with sunshine for most of the weekend, which is always good for Bar Harbor businesses over holiday weekends. The rain on Monday didn't keep Pennsylvania resident Bill Bisick from his vacation plans.
I'll be able to maybe check out some of the shops and stores, and I'm looking forward to a good lobster roll here.
Reporting from Bar Harbor, Matthew Jaronczyk, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 6:17.
And let's get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He joins us now with the latest.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. The aerial front has been pulled back. It's no longer in effect across the state. It's mainly outside the state of Maine at this point, though, as the rain is starting to back off for us now, but a few showers continue to develop across our neck of the woods this morning, but the coverage continuing to back off within the last few frames, and we'll keep that going with a few showers possible throughout the morning period today. Begin as we head towards the afternoon period. A lot of this will begin to move away. High pressure will begin to approach, and I'll have to send some dry air in our direction. I'll get a lot of this rain out of here, so things will start to look nicer for us even as early as this afternoon. With the clouds, I'll begin to get out of here soon as well. Let's check in on the tropics. We have some activity out there. This is Tropical Storm Earl. Not looking as impressive as of this point, though, but still packing some winds up to 70 miles per hour. While we still have Hurricane Danielle just off towards the north, though, still a Category 1 moving towards the northeast. And we put on the latest advisory data. 75 mile per hour hurricane moving to the northeast, so for parts of Hurricane Danielle. Tropical Storm Earl up to 65 miles per hour, moving to the north at about 7 miles per hour for a few of us. Projected path for Earl, we'll have to keep an eye on this, so it could get close to parts of Bermuda and a few areas as a Category 2 hurricane. Expected to strengthen up to a 3 at some point as it does continue to track off towards the north and east. Danielle gets interesting, though. It tracks off towards the north and east weekends, becomes extra tropical, and makes a little bit of a loop here as it continues to move away from us. So the good news is we don't have to worry about the system, but it has a very interesting track that's going to be heading for a few other areas across the world. But back here at home, no, our average high is 75 degrees. We'll be in the lower 70s today. We'll struggle to hit there. there with middle to upper 70s Wednesday and a Thursday, lower 80s by Friday and a Saturday. Also on a Sunday, back down to the upper 70s as we head towards your Monday. Dew points won't be too bad, but you might notice those on the rise again within a longer stretch of time, especially as we head towards Friday, Saturday to Sunday. Still in the upper 50s, maybe a few lower to middle 60s as we head towards Saturday and a Sunday. Futurecast, some good news on the way. The clouds will be getting out of here later this afternoon, so by this evening, maybe some sunshine before the sun goes down. Becoming mostly clear with areas of dense fog overnight tonight, and things looking very nice for the daytime tomorrow. So for today, morning showers and less clouds throughout the afternoon, highs in the low 70s. The northeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on time, mostly clear areas of dense fog, lows in the upper 40s, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s, northeast breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop, showing mostly cloudy skies on Thursday, highs in the mid-70s, lower 80s on Friday, and mostly sunny sky, and mostly sunny on Saturday, highs in the low 80s.
Established in 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful gifts for almost 100 years. Whatever the occasion, our premium collection of colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets have warmed hearts for generations. We strongly support the Buy Local movement, purchasing directly from local farms and growers, and we are committed to the preservation of our environment. Bangor Floral, located at 332 Harlow Street. Stop in today to experience a flower shop like no other.
Hi, my name is Tony Ruda, founder of the Senior Planning Center. There isn't a week that goes by that we don't help some Medicare recipient in their Medicare programs and save them money. The Senior Planning Center has locations and agents throughout the state of Maine. So why would you want to call an 800 number out of state when the help is right here at home? Give us a call so we can help you save money and make your Medicare decisions.
If only there was a place in the morning to start my day. With a smile, somewhere to help me get in the know. Oh wait, there is.
Good morning, America.
GMA 7A. Now that's how you start your day.
Ladies, a Maine adventure.
Holy mackerel, look at all this great back to school stuff.
We've got jeans, we got lots of sneakers, lots of Champion for the whole family. Get to Rennie's for back to school.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Mainly Pizza is not just pizza. They have grocery items, baked goods, breakfast sandwiches, and subs. They also have freshly baked desserts and ice cream, all in a family atmosphere. A visit to Mainly Pizza is worth the drive.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Canadian police gave a major update Monday in the investigation into a series of deadly stabbings in Saskatchewan. Fox News correspondent Steve Rappaport has the latest.
Canadian authorities on Monday locating at least one suspect wanted in one of the deadliest attacks in the country's history after 31-year-old Damian Sanderson was found dead in a wooded area near where investigators were searching.
We can confirm he has visible injuries. These injuries are not believed to be self-inflicted at this point.
His brother, Miles Sanderson, is still at large. He's now facing 3 counts of first-degree murder. The two are believed to be behind a spree of stabbings that broke out Sunday in Saskatchewan across an Indigenous community and a nearby town. 10 people were killed and 18 others hurt. The incident putting people on edge in a country where mass casualty events are a rarity.
I'm terrified to go to sleep at night. I'm terrified to open my door. They took innocent people's lives. They shatter this community.
Authorities have not identified a motive, saying some of the victims appear to have been targeted, others attacked at random. The leader of the Canadian First Nations group believes the attacks could be drug-related. Prime Minister Trudeau on Monday offering the Canadian government's support to the grieving communities.
We'll be there for each other. Be there for our neighbors, lean on each other, help grieve, and help heal. We will continue to do that, and all Canadians will be with you in this difficult time.
U.S. border officials are also on alert, working with Canadian authorities to ensure that Sanderson does not flee south. Steve Rappaport, Fox News.
Researchers in Denmark say diesel fumes may be more harmful to women than men. Analysts studied the data of 10 volunteers, 5 males and 5 females. Participants then spent 4 hours breathing diesel exhaust air and another 4 breathing filtered air. They did this for 3 weeks straight. Researchers studied their blood samples and found that diesel exhaust air can cause more changes in females' blood compared to men, adding that this can trigger infection, inflammation, and even heart disease.
The price of natural gas in Europe has spiked by more than 30% after Russia said one of its main pipelines to Europe would stay shut down indefinitely. Now, the Kremlin says that Europe has brought the problem on itself. Fox's Amy Kellogg has more from Milan.
OPEC decided to cut oil production slightly next month to keep prices up. This, among other things, is seen by some as a slap in the face by the Saudis to Washington, which was against the move. And Europe grapples with a gas crisis.
We will get through this winter as far as the supply situation is concerned and as far as we can tell today.
Europe, meant to be bouncing back from COVID and building back better, is now just worried about making it through the next few months. Russia claiming Friday it doesn't know when it can fix its natural gas pipeline to Germany. It says because of sanctions. That sent gas prices soaring in Europe, up 35% Monday alone. They are up 400% year on year. The Kremlin saying Europe asked for it.
The quality of life is declining. This is the obvious reality. And of course, regular citizens will have more and more questions to the leadership of their countries.
There were, in fact, protests, albeit small, in the Czech Republic over the weekend. People angry at their governments and NATO. Russia, no doubt, gloated over that as well. This as European stocks fell and the euro hit a 2-decade low against the dollar. And leaders across the continent are trying to figure out how they can share energy where needed. France will fire up all its nuclear power plants this winter. Half are currently under repair. And Germany will keep a couple on standby, having sworn off nuclear years ago. Multi-billion-dollar relief packages have been rolled out across the continent, and France has called for a 10% reduction in energy use to avoid energy rationing and or cuts this winter. In Milan, Italy, Amy Kellogg, Fox News.
A unique method of police surveillance is helping officers monitor individuals without the need of search warrants. Fox News correspondent Jackie Ibanez has a look at how some departments could be accessing your location information through data from your cell phone.
Police departments across the country could be using your own cell phone against you.
It's sort of a mass surveillance program on a budget.
It starts with your phone's advertising ID number. Every cell phone is assigned a specific one. When using an app with the location services turned on, it allows businesses to send you tailored ads to products you might like based on your specific whereabouts.
Ad ID number will ping periodically. It gives off the number, the time, and the location in that ping.
For the indecisive, this type of advertising could help you make smarter purchases. But according to an investigation by the Associated Press, Virginia-based company Fog Data Science is able to use people's ad ID information to track where their mobile device has traveled.
You can see all of the locations that it's been.
And for about $7,500 a year, the AP says Fog Data Science is selling that info to the police, providing law enforcement with critical data about where people live, work, and visit, and letting them surveil individuals without a search warrant.
The Fourth Amendment is supposed to protect us from being spied on by the government.
Others argue this process keeps communities safer.
This program is kind of designed to develop suspects who the police aren't aware of or don't know about.
Privacy experts also warn this police loophole could be used in states where abortions are outlawed, letting officials see where abortions are being performed and track who is going to those facilities. Jackie Ibanez, Fox News.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, we'll see what grocery items are flying off the shelves faster than others.
And we'll have your latest updates out of Hollywood. This and much more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
It takes all types to play Family Feud. The flirty sister.
Name something Steve Harvey might wax.
What about that behind?
The dancing dads. way too honest girl.
You just met a guy who's a perfect physical specimen. He's probably what?
Stupid.
See who shows up all season on Family Feud.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC7.
Welcome to Montana, a place where the horizon never ends, full of friendly folk just trying to do right. But in the untamed wilderness, you never know what's going to be coming around the bend. One thing's for certain. Once you set foot in this place, you may never want to go home again. And you might not.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
This week, Wheel has a full cast of characters.
What? Yeah!
With stories to tell.
So you're a ghostwriter.
I'm an author who writes memoirs for celebrities. When you're ready, give me a little ring.
That are hard to believe.
You've saved how many lives?
6 people's lives using the Heimlich.
Good for you.
If you're choking, I'm your gal.
See who makes their mark.
I got a big eagle tattooed on my arm. If you show me that, I'm going to show you where I have the wheel.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7.
This week, Wheel has a full cast of characters.
What? Yeah!
With stories to tell.
So you're a ghostwriter.
I'm an author who writes memoirs for celebrities. When you're ready, give me a little ring.
That are hard to believe.
You've saved how many lives?
6 people's lives using the Heimlich.
Good for you.
If you're choking, I'm your gal.
See who makes their mark.
I got a big eagle tattooed on my arm. If you show me that, I'm going to show you where I have the wheel.
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7. Working harder to get you the stories anytime at foxbangor.com.
You're watching ABC7 Bangor.
Happy Tuesday, Maine. It's September 6th of 2022. 2 years ago today, they recorded the highest temperature ever in Los Angeles, 121 degrees.
Wow, I can't imagine that. I have no concept of heat.
It's 59 outside, so double that real quick.
No, thank you. I don't even want to think about it. Actress Jane Curtin is 75 today. Saturday Night Live, Kate Alley, Third Rock from the Sun. Idris Elba is 50 today. I just saw a movie with him in it yesterday.
Oh, really?
It's called Beast. It was in theaters. It's like the Jaws version of a lion in South Africa.
Was it good?
I liked it. It was definitely a thriller, so it's like on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Okay.
I think you'd like it.
It reminds me of Lake Placid. You ever see that one? It's similar, but it's about either a gator or a crocodile, one or the other in a lake.
I haven't seen it, but yes.
It's an old one.
Along those same lines, yes. Comedian Jeff Foxworthy is 64. It was on this day in 1866 that abolitionist Frederick Douglass was the first black delegate to a national convention. And as well, today in 1966, the American nurse who opened the first birth control clinic, Margaret Sanger, died at the age of 86.
And according to MainePublic.org, it was on this day in 1927 that the single-engine monoplane Old Glory departed Old Orchard Beach from Rome. The plane reportedly never finished its flight. Today is Barbie Doll Day, it is National Coffee Ice Cream Day, and it's Read a Book Day. Those are pretty good. I like those.
Read a book with some ice cream?
Ooh, coffee ice cream especially,
That
too.
sounds like a lovely way to just low-key end your Tuesday afternoon.
I know. And I mean, it would have been better if it was during the rainy day, but I mean, even if you can get outside, too. Get a little blanket, hang out, read something. You read anything interesting right now?
I'm reading a book on Bellevue Hospital.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's really interesting. If you like history, highly suggest it.
Okay.
What about you? Anything new in the works?
A couple of them that are a little political. I've been reading both sides of the chain, trying to get a little bit of a step coming up in the November election. So no name dropping. Don't want to get into any trouble or anything, but I've been reading a little bit, and it's very unique to have different perspectives from similar cases and similar people that are just on opposite sides. And it's pretty interesting to look at it. But reading a book, I will say, I went years without reading a lot after college. And if you're trying to get back into reading a book or you just don't have any excitement towards it, just try to do 5 to 10 pages. That's how I got back into reading a lot, because a lot of us with our phones, everything's quick and fast, and we like to move. But just try 5, 10 pages, and then see, and then you'll slowly see progression. Believe it or not, because we just like our things quick, fast, and easy. You know?
I know. Yesterday I couldn't get into a book, but I got into a magazine too. So I think that's a happy medium as well.
Even better. Get that brain working on this Tuesday.
Plenty of pretty pictures.
Exactly. Oh, even better. Then it makes it. Oh, I read 50 pages. Oh, how many were pictures? 25 of them.
All of them.
All of them. Yes. Let's turn it over to Devin Biggs. He has another check of our forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. All right, that aerial flood watch has actually been trimmed back further off towards the south and west, so the flooding dangers, at least in the state, have since backed off. However, we are still watching out for a few showers that are continuing to develop this morning. We'll keep those rolling for a little while, yes, we continue to hold on to the clouds. The good news is, as we head towards the afternoon period, the rain showers will begin to back off. And we'll see the clouds break up during the afternoon, too. Let's zoom things out right now and give you the bigger picture of what we're looking at here. So there's a lot more rain near the Boston and New York area, plenty of flooding in some of these spots. All that rain continues to move over the same area into the east. But we're catching a break now, and we'll continue to see things improving for us as we head towards the afternoon period. And this area of low pressure continues to move away. So futurecast for today, the clouds will begin to break up during the afternoon. Will become mostly clear tonight with some areas of dense fog that could develop in a few areas. The winds will be out of the north in general for a while, but switching to the south and west from time to time. So a variable wind expected today at about 5 to 10 miles per hour in a few areas. So a forecast for today, we're going to go with morning showers, then less clouds during the afternoon, highs in the low 70s. That northeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period will show decreasing clouds, temperatures struggling to hit the 70-degree mark. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
One of those days.
One of those days.
Sharing content on social media might make you too confident. A University of Texas study says sharing articles on social media often gives people a sense that they know more of the topics than they actually do.
Researchers say the rising confidence applies even if the user only reads the headline of the article they post. Now, the study says the act of sharing publicly commits people to an expert identity. Americans are choosing to snack more instead of eating a meal. The U.S. snack market continues to see growth. Market research company Euromonitor International keeps up with snacking trends around the world. Now, it estimates the U.S. snack market rose to more than $150 billion this year.
That's a $34 billion increase since 2017. Snacks are getting pricier, but the demand remains high. Market research company IRI says the millennials tend to start their day off with a snack, while Gen Zers and boomers snack in the afternoon or the evening.
I can actually say that is 100% factual for my case. I mean, I start off with a granola bar or something going on. I'm usually not too crazy hungry in the morning.
It's so funny that you say that because I'm Gen Z, you're a millennial, and I have breakfast.
Really?
I have breakfast and I snack later.
See, I would love to have breakfast. I just think there's not enough time. I'm just always going. And I say there's not enough time. There is enough time. I'm just very bad at time management sometimes.
I know. I grab something and I bring it.
Yep. Aren't we all?
So maybe it is technically a snack of a breakfast. It's not like I'm sitting down to have eggs.
That's true. Oh, man. I'd go for some Dysart's eggs right now.
I know.
Anyways.
Oh, don't talk about it. Okay. DVD, digital, and movie releases this week include a popular group of tiny yellow henchmen, Oscar winners, a country superstar, and an EGOT winner.
Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with the list of new releases.
No! Topping this week's list of what's new in home entertainment, the hit animated comedy Minions: The Rise of Gru explores the origin story of the Despicable Me supervillain and how he becomes the leader of the popular tiny yellow henchmen.
You dare to follow your dreams, Mrs. Harris?
The British comedy drama Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris stars Leslie Manville as a housekeeper in 1950s London who embarks on a Parisian adventure to buy a Christian Dior dress.
It was a girl, Dennis.
What do you mean?
The package was a girl.
Oscar winners Juliette Binoche and Morgan Freeman star in the thriller Paradise Highway. It centers on a truck driver forced to deliver a girl to sex traffickers in order to save her brother's life. A college student in 1960s France seeks an illegal abortion so she can pursue her dreams of becoming a teacher in the French drama Happening.
I was hoping we could discuss puberty.
Small screen favorites available to own, the 5th season of the CBS comedy series Young Sheldon, Season 9 of the police drama Chicago PD, and NCIS Hawaii Season 1 features Vanessa Lachey as the first female lead in the popular NCIS franchise. For music fans, country superstar Kane Brown's new album, Different Man, features collaborations with his wife, Caitlin, and Blake Shelton. Country singer Breland drops his genre-bending debut album, Cross Country. 12-time Grammy winner John Legend co-produced his double album, Legend. British singer Robbie Williams celebrates 25 years as a solo artist with 25. And the godfather of heavy metal, Ozzy Osbourne, unleashes patient number 9. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Still to come here this morning, we'll get to zoom in on the life of who some call the MVP of the Portland Sea Dogs. Tyler Cruz and Dave Peck will have all the details.
We'll be right back.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
The Furniture Gallery is celebrating Labor Day. Thank you to those who continue to work hard every day. It's your time to kick back and relax in a new recliner. Save 10% on our entire recliner selection. After a long day at work, you deserve a great night's sleep. The Furniture Gallery is offering a free bundle with any Simmons Harmony Lux, Serta iComfort, and Serta Perfect Sleeper mattress purchase. Special financing is available. Support our main family-owned business. The Furniture Gallery, Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Good morning, everyone. Well, since 1997, Jimmy Nolan has served as an usher at Hadlock Field. And in the spirit of Labor Day weekend, it's only fitting that we take a closer look into who some call the MVP of the Sea Dogs organization.
Folks, all set?
Jimmy Nolan loves his job.
All set? I just love people. I'm a people person. Can I help you, ma'am?
I'm going right up.
There you go. Enjoy the game. Welcome.
And he's really good at it. Since 1997, Jimmy has been an MVP usher at Hadlock Field.
Enjoy.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Like I said, I'm 87 years old, and I'm still doing it. And I just thank the good Lord that I'm able to do it.
Longtime Sea Dogs executive Chris Cameron says Jimmy is in a league of his own.
You know, he's a legend around the ballpark here, and he just has a wonderful demeanor that you can't help but fall in love with him. He's one of the hardest working people we have here, takes a lot of pride in his job. He's just a remarkable human being that really goes above and beyond to help enhance the fan experience here at the ballpark.
Just need the line, please. Just need the line doing that.
In fact, he's made impressions that have fans coming back decades later.
So I came up from the dugout one night. There's this lady here. I can't remember her name. Hi, Jimmy, remember me? And one night I asked you for a baseball, and you gave it to me. I asked for your autograph, and you signed it Ted Williams. Now, Jim, here's that very same ball 25 years later. Would you please re-sign it using your real name?
Well, this is Jimmy's silver anniversary. Hard to believe, 25 years, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. In fact, retirement is not in the cards. But the only thing he doesn't like is the final day of the season.
the very last out when they play Old Lang Syne. That's when it gets to me.
For now, though, Jimmy will continue doing what he does best.
He's going to make sure you have an enjoyable time here at the ballpark.
He'll help you.
And that's making fans smile, win or lose.
Guys all set? Enjoy.
Oh, that's awesome stuff right there. And thank you to Dave Eade for putting that together and doing the reporting. And while we're talking about the Sea Dogs, there's another familiar face who will be down at Hadlock Field this week, except this guy will be on the diamond. Former Bangor and Maine baseball standout Justin Courtney is expected to make his first appearance at Hadlock Field this Wednesday or Thursday after being called up to the Mets AA affiliate back on August 23rd. Now, the Sea Dogs will host Courtney and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies for a 6-game series beginning on Tuesday night. Through 3 appearances in AA so far, he's been solid. Just 1 run allowed in 4 innings of work, giving him a 2.25 ERA. And of course, we will keep you updated on whether it is Wednesday or Thursday, depending on rain, but also bullpen arms. You never quite know exactly when they're going to be slotted. For now, let's transition to some football. It's officially game week in the NFL. The Patriots will open things up in Miami on Sunday for year 2 of the Mac Jones era. Now, we've had a whole training camp to familiarize ourselves with this year's team, but still, there isn't a roster filled with household Patriots names like we've been used to in past years. We're still sort of transitioning from the leaders of the old guard to the new one, but wide receiver coach Troy Brown likes what he's seen from Jacoby Myers in his development as a leader.
You know, he's Mr. Steady, so through it all. So, and leadership role has grown some more on the football team. So he's really earned the respect of all of the guys in the locker room, offensively and defensively. He's developing into, a good football player, but also a good leader on the football team as well.
And if you've checked out of the Red Sox and moved on to football in the Patriots season, I wouldn't blame you, but there have been some bright spots for the Sox, riding a 5-game win streak into Monday night. Could they keep it going? Sox down at the Trop, taking on the Rays here. First inning, Alex Verdugo hammers one to right field. That one is out in a hurry for a solo home run, so Sox with an early lead. Then in the third, Trevor Story gets in on the action. RBI double to left field. That puts the Red Sox up 3-1. Bad news in the 5th, though, here. Randy Arozarena sends one to left. Franchi Cordero going back, collides with the wall. Looked like his knee maybe got stuck. A run scores. That makes it a 3-2 game. Cordero would be carted off the field, and then more trouble in the 7th. First, Manuel Margot finds a gap in right to tie things at 3. And then later in the inning, David Peralta just squeaks one fair down the first base line into right field. That would play at the winning run as the Rays come back 4-3 is your final. So the Red Sox win streak ends at 5. Some action for the front office, though, on Monday. The Sox have reportedly agreed to a 1-year, $10 million extension with outfielder Kike Hernandez. That, according to ESPN's Jeff Passan. All right, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
iMart Express owns selection, price, and speed. Need single vision? Get 2 pairs for just $38.71. Progressives 2 for $76.92. Nobody beats us, guaranteed. iMart Express. Right glasses, right price, right now.
This woman has given you thousands of dollars. A home, a car, paid for your kids. You can't be serious. Who are you?
Ungrateful.
Hot match.
Tuesday at 3 on ABC 7.
I strive so hard to get to the right verdict.
It's not Murphy's Law.
You ever watch a people's court? Do you think I'm an idiot?
It's a court of law.
I'm a judge, and I deal in evidence and proof.
The People's Court.
The law is the law is the law is the law.
All this week at 4 on ABC 7. Half-off deals. Save money at foxbangor.com right now. Get the best deals from restaurants, family fun activities, events, and your favorite stores all in one place. Go to foxbangor.com and click on half-off deals and see all the money you could be saving. Half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
How do we make your glasses the same day? It's all done in store. Our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish, getting them back the same day. Quality, affordable glasses made in store, only at iMart Express.
The construction industry is taking a greener approach to new projects. Here's Fox's Jackie Ibanez with more.
With the world facing a climate crisis, architects say the fight to curb greenhouse gas emissions is hitting close to home, literally.
Construction and operations of buildings accounts for between 36 and 40% of CO2 emissions globally.
That notion is ushering in a sustainable housing trend across the country, focusing on using renewable resources in place of steel and concrete.
Steel and concrete have a fairly large carbon footprint in terms of their production. They each account for about 10% of the carbon dioxide emissions globally. Wood, on the other hand, basically has zero or negative carbon footprint. The reason for this is because while trees grow, as you know, they sequester carbon during the photosynthesis process.
The initiative is on full display in the Big Apple, where this new condo unit, the Timber House, is living up to its name, with the building's structure made of composite wood beams called mass timber.
It has great performance and durability.
And because the wood is pleasant to look at, there's no need to waste extra materials like drywall to cover it up. But that's not all. The Timber House is packed with a slew of other sustainable elements.
It's super insulated. There's no gas anywhere in the building, no combustion. So everything is working on electricity.
One thing potentially standing in the way of more wooden structures dominating skylines across the country are fears over fire safety. But architects say the thickness of mass timber products help make them harder to burn. Jackie Ibanez, Fox News.
Now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. With a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. The aerial front has been pulled back. It's no longer in effect across the state. It's mainly outside the state of Maine at this point, though, as the rain is starting to back off for us now, but a few showers continue to develop across our neck of the woods this morning, but the coverage continuing to back off within the last few frames, and we'll keep that going with a few showers possible throughout the morning period today. Begin as we head towards the afternoon period. A lot of this will begin to move away. High pressure will begin to approach, and I'll have to send some dry air in our direction. I'll get a lot of this rain out of here, so things will start to look nicer for us even as early as this afternoon. With the clouds, I'll begin to get out of here soon as well. Let's check in on the tropics. We have some activity out there. This is Tropical Storm Earl. Not looking as impressive as of this point, though, but still packing some winds up to 70 miles per hour. While we still have Hurricane Danielle just off towards the north, though, still a Category 1 moving towards the northeast. And we put on the latest advisory data. 75-mile-per-hour hurricane moving to the northeast, so for parts of Hurricane Danielle. Tropical Storm Earl up to 65 miles per hour, moving to the north at about 7 miles per hour for a few of us. Projected path for Earl, we'll have to keep an eye on this, so it could get close to parts of Bermuda and a few areas as a Category 2 hurricane. Expected to strengthen up to a 3 at some point as it does continue to track off towards the north and east. Danielle gets interesting, though. It tracks off towards the north and east weekends, becomes extra tropical. It makes a little bit of a loop here as it continues to move away from us. So the good news is we don't have to worry about the system, but it has a very interesting track that's going to be heading for a few other areas across the world. But back here at home, our average high is 75 degrees. We'll be in the lower 70s today. We'll struggle to hit there with middle to upper 70s Wednesday and a Thursday. Lower 80s by Friday and a Saturday. Also on a Sunday, back down to the upper 70s as we head towards your Monday. Dew points won't be too bad, but you might notice those on the rise again within a longer stretch of time, especially as we head towards Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Still in the upper 50s, maybe a few lower to middle 60s as we head towards Saturday and a Sunday. Future has some good news on the way. The clouds will be getting out of here later this afternoon, so by this evening, maybe some sunshine before the sun goes down. Becoming mostly clear with areas of dense fog overnight tonight, and things looking very nice for the daytime tomorrow. So for today, morning showers and less clouds throughout the afternoon, highs in the low 70s. The northeast breeze at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Later on time, mostly clear areas of dense fog, lows in the upper 40s, and the wind overall looking nice and calm. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s, northeast breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop, showing mostly cloudy skies on Thursday, highs in the mid-70s, lower 80s on Friday, and mostly sunny sky, and mostly sunny on Saturday, highs in the low 80s.
Brooks Tire and Auto Sales in Dexter offers quality used vehicles covered under a 30-day, 1,000-mile, 100% guarantee. We're proud of the quality of the used vehicles we sell and dedicated to serving our customers. We have a full-service auto repair shop and nobody can beat our prices on tires. Call us for a quote. Buy 4 tires from us and get a free rotation. Be sure to visit our virtual showroom of inventory available on our website. Whether it's your first purchase with us or one of many, you can count on us to make it the best buying experience possible. Brooks Tire and Auto Sales, Route 7, Dexter.
Nearly all commercial vehicles carry big insurance policies. So if you're hurt by one of these box trucks, or by a garbage truck, or by any kind of commercial vehicle, you may have a big case worth big money. But they don't just give that money up. You need someone who's going to fight for it. That's exactly why you need to call the Twos. I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. If you've been hurt by any commercial truck, call the Twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial truck? Call the Twos. Call 222-2222.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Scudic & Bloom, a full-service, custom-designed florist, Main Street in Winter Harbor.
We can deliver one-of-a-kind, full-color flower arrangements
by custom floral designer me, Pam.
Delivering to Ellsworth and surrounding areas for any occasion.
Please visit scudicandbloom.com or call 844-SCUDIC.
You nervous?
It's finally here. My lifelong dream of being in the FBI. We got this. We're feds.
If you've been to the pasta aisle lately, you've definitely seen how many options there are. Long gone are the days when there were just a couple of shapes to choose from. There are still all the basics, as well as a bunch of new shapes and varieties. And let's not forget about all the trendy pastas that are gluten-free, low-carb, non-GMO, and on and on. But today, we're getting back to basics with a pasta toss that you're sure to love. We start by melting some butter in a small skillet, along with a good amount of olive oil, garlic, basil, oregano, salt, and crushed red pepper. Now, before draining our pasta and broccoli, which we cook together to save us from having to wash another pot, we take half a cup of the cooking liquid and set it aside. Then we drain the rest of it like we usually do. We put it in a bowl and toss it with the cooking water that we reserved, along with the flavor-packed butter sauce. To give it even more flavor, we add cut-up pepperoni and some Parmesan cheese. Doesn't this look amazing? You could even hearty it up with some cooked chicken or shrimp. To get the recipe for our shells and broccoli, all you have to do is visit our website. It's the kind of dish that's perfect when you just don't know what you feel like making for dinner. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a deliciously simple way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
That looks delicious. I think there's one more thing we need, though.
More cheese.
More cheese. More cheese. Can't go wrong with cheese, right?
Well, Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is next up on Fox 22. Have a great day.
Every year, over 16,000 fires are caused by dirty block dryers and clogged vents, even when you clean the lint trap every time. Introducing the Hurricane Lint Lizard, the revolutionary cleaning device that gets deep inside your dryer to clean the dangerous lint that even your lint trap leaves behind. Look, we used a professional inspection camera to show the inside of this dryer, and lint was everywhere. But just attach the Hurricane Lint Lizard on any vacuum. Then push it into your dryer, and instantly the hidden lint is removed. Now the inside is perfectly clean and back to factory fresh. The secret is the flexible design that follows the inner airways of your dryer and cleans away the hidden problems. Just look at all the lint we cleaned out of this dryer. Plus, a dirty dryer takes forever to dry clothes and wastes energy. But with the Lint Lizard, your clothes will dry faster and your energy bills will be less.
There's so much lint in there, and it came out so easy. I thought I kept my dryer clean. This thing really works.
Wow, this is easy. You can see the lint coming out. Now that's a lot of lint. I can't believe my dryer even ran.
Plus, it'll clean your dryer very